Guys, just give me a second. I'll get caught up with you. Who do we have? I'm bringing up the desktop. We're going to hang out tonight. Who knows what's going to happen? It's not a planned party like we had last night, but it doesn't have to be. We'll see what happens. We got some love from Toy Pups. Hey, Toy Pups. Live stream marathon today. Sorry we were not here. We will watch. That's okay. It was a low key hanging out. There's a lot of people going live today, which is always an awesome thing to see. Yeah, you had a 5 hours. I saw you had a 5 hour. Hey, I was there. I was hanging out with you. You and that Eric Mac guy. Selma says hi. Hey, Selma. Hey, Stitch. Stitch says hi. Stitch says, I might be a little late. That's okay, Stitch. Hey, Duncan's been asking about you. What are you nervous about, Toy Pups? Skit says, Yokester Broster. What's up, Skits? Don't be nervous, Pups and Mommy. You got this. Skit says, hi, Stitch. Hi, Selma. Toy Pup says, Shirley dared me to sing, can you believe? Can you believe it? He was like, I know you can't sing the song. You know you can't. Toy Pup says, I promise I'm not a troublemaker. Of course you're a troublemaker. You're the best kind of troublemaker. Skit says, let's go, Puppy Mommy. Skits is sending love. Toy Pup says, thank you so much, Skits. I'm nervous. I did a mashup. Support Spites is not supportive. Toy Pup says, surprise Yogi, hi. Shirley poked a random unicorn. You can't have that. Poor unicorn. Hey, Ryan. Lee, how are you? Ryan's here. Jessica's here. Hey, Jessica. Nice to see you, my friend. Take a moment to say, Jessica, I love you. Lee says, evening all. Josh says, do you guys like Neil Young? I love Neil Young, Josh. Thank you for asking. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. Well, Josh got hit by a tree doing yard work. What'd you do to provoke the tree? I don't want it to sound like I'm taking the tree side, Josh. But Josh, I know you. I know you and I know trees. I think you were up to something. Flip Up says, oh my God, Josh, you okay? Josh says, yep. You see that? You see the smile, Toy Pups? It was not an unprovoked incident. Jessica says, have to turn the volume down for this one. Jessica says, I love you too. Eric, thank you so much, Jessica. Toy Pup says, Jessica, much love your way, doll. Shirley says, Jason's brushing his teeth. He'll be here shortly. Thanks, Shirley. Toy Pup says, I think Josh ran into the tree. More than likely. Had to cut it down because it's a weed. No wonder the tree was striking back. Jessica says she subbed to Josh. Awesome. Michael says, why did Rogi cross the road? To get away from the mashed potatoes. Again, that's why I ran across the road. Josh says he's smirking. I see him. Hey, Kate. Nice to see you. Josh says, Toy Pep says, let's wait for Jace. I did remember to post the link, right? I did. Michael's laughing. So I hope everyone's had a good day so far. Let's see. Toy Pep says, Ryan, congratulations. What happened, Ryan? What did I miss? Oh, you have 214 subs. I dislike the fact that I can't just click on the link any longer. You can still go there. Give me 1 second, Ryan. I'm calling in a favor from that Eric Mack guy. He owes me one. I've been making him look good lately. Hey, Ryan, you should be at 3:15. Congratulations, 3:15. It's a good number. Josh says, I don't want 100 subs. I need 100 subs before July. Where are you right now, Josh? How come I'm not subscribed to you, Josh? I think it's because I never know what's going on with you. I am now, though. Josh, you just got 2 more subscribers. As odd as you are, you've been a really good friend. Is anyone here not subscribed to Josh? Shirley says, oh, Yogi, these names that aren't names make me nuts. Yeah, I don't like it, Shirley. I try to stay on the fence for a bit, but I officially declare I don't like it. Seems to have made things a little more difficult. Jessica says, I hit 8:10 today. Awesome, Jessica. Congratulations. Jessica, how's your watch hours? 66. Hey, Anna. Anna says, hi, Yogi. Hi, everyone. Flip Up says, you were trying to show Eric Mack up today, Yogi. I'm glad you guys are friends. No, I didn't say we're friends. I said I'm calling in a favor. He owes me. Flip says, one of whom will be my lucky 707th sub. Who's it going to be, guys? Is anyone here? I can't imagine someone not being subscribed to Squirrel Snapper. Michael says, you're going to like my next video on Great Outdoors Adventures, Yogi? I was hiking along a bridge, caught a turtle coconut setup out of the river, and a ton of birds. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing them. I love turtle clips. Michael says I haven't posted it yet. I'll be on the lookout. Flip Up says 68. You can go live now, Josh. 71 subs now. Awesome. Oh, wow. Almost 3,000. How many more do you need to get 3,000? We'll help with that. I just put you in my little book, which means I'll be adding you up there. Hey, Reaper. God above all says, Yogi, much respect. Have a great day. You too. Great reps with Jacob. I was there in the background. Jessica says, thank you, love. Jim Journey is here. Let me bring up your channel. JR Jim Journey. Welcome back, my friend. Kat says, hi, Yogi. Hi, Kat. Kat, how did your last stop go? Shirley says, Reaper Jace finally watched it. Oh, about on it. Hey, we're going to get you there by the end of July, before the end of July. I'm on the job. And if anyone could do a playlist for just Jessica, let's help a friend out. Hey, Jessica, could I ask a favor and make a suggestion? Could you make a longer playlist so we can watch it. Just gather some of your live streams. The more, the better. Toy Pups is laughing. Cat says, hello, friends. Toy Pup says, Shirley, I dare you to go on Yogi's Live and call me out. Hey, for those who might consider coming up sometime, doesn't necessarily mean that you know that you need to show your face. I know some of you don't like doing that. If you're more comfortable in the background, but you do want to come up, that's absolutely fine. No pressure. Joyce says, Oscar did a great workout, Reaper. Jessica says, sure. I'll be on the lookout for the name change, Michael. Cat says, I half-assed it. The store has their own truck coming in, so I couldn't get a lot of the product. You got the job done. That's what counts, Cat. Hey, O'Doyle. O'Doyle says, hello. Hello, my friend. Brian says, Jessica. Jessica says, hi, everyone. Reaper's going to check it out, Shirley. She says, I can't connect. You need a cell phone. YouTube definitely isn't making it easier lately, is it? Hey, Jacob. Reaper says, Jacob, great workout, brother. Jacob says, I thought everyone could see my lives. Yep, everyone can see your live, but if you put them together in a playlist, then people can just hit play and it'll play all of them all the way through, as many as you want. So if you put up 40 of your playlist, just a thought, 40, doesn't have to be 40, be whatever number you want, then people will click play all and it'll leave it up for the day and it'll play all through the day. And you'll get, if you have like hour plus, you'll get 40 plus watch hours just from people doing that. She says maybe Nick and I will take a vid and send it to Yogi. Hey, that would be awesome. So Pep says, Shirley, I need you to put pressure on, girl. Just says I'm still kind of new at this. Hey, Toy Pops, do you think you could explain to Jessica sometime how to put together a playlist? Hey, Stitch. Stitch says, hi. Stitch, how are you doing? Jacob says, say Reaper, brother. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. It was an honor. Michael says, but I understand some people will not like being on it. Yep, me too. Pep says every aspect, every feature on YouTube has to be created, being mindful of being searched up. Jacob says, hey, everyone else in the chat. Thanks, Jacob. Shirley says, Toy Pups, they played that song at an event we attended today and just thought it would be perfect for this live. Just says, I think I can figure it out. Gotcha. Let me know when you got it up and I will start right away. Our friend, The Grind with Nicole, she hit 3K today. She's, well, not today, but a couple days ago. Today she got notified she is monetized. Hook up says, yes, Yogi. Sis says, horrible. How are you? I'm okay, Stitch. I'm sorry that you're not doing well. Hook up says, my sports advice is not very supportive today, so it'll be difficult to explain without demonstrating. She said, Jessica said she could figure it out. Hey, Jessica, if you have questions, Toy Pups is the go-to place for this kind of stuff. Mike says, I got to go on my mentor, Kenny Biddle's panel. He played a song I made him because he had 5 hour stream. Nice.
Namaste, Yogi.
Namaste to you, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You tired from your 5 hour marathon session?
Yeah, I actually napped and stuff in between.
I
Yeah.
took 2 naps today.
Did you? Napping
I
is
did.
fun.
It's not easy for me.
Yeah, for me either. It's not. I think I'm passing out because my iron is so low and I'm calling it napping. So it's cool. I think while I was doing streaming yesterday, I said I'm just gonna like you guys be in charge. I'm just gonna put my thing down for a minute because I felt like I was gonna pass out. And
Well,
guess what happened, Yogi? I passed out. I was like, I literally passed out and then I got back up and I was like, wait a second. How can I nap during a live stream, right? I passed out. It was so weird. I was like, oh my gosh, so crazy.
definitely sounds like you needed it.
Yeah, no, what I really need to do, and I can use the reminder quite often because I see you do it to get reminded when you take your supplement every night.
Ah,
Maybe I can do that too, where someone will remind me to take my iron pills, you know? That might benefit me, I think.
that reminds me. Remind me to take my supplement a little bit later.
Make sure you take your supplement, Yogi. We were on Skits Live earlier, and Shirley had requested a song, and she thought it would be beautiful for your live stream. And so I thought before I started my marathon, I'm going to make sure I come on here and fulfill Shirley's request because she doesn't normally make very many requests. I don't normally ever hear her asking for anything. So I thought, why not learn the song and come sing it for you guys? And it's the lyrics is appropriate for your channel. It's so beautiful, and I'd like to celebrate again you reaching a really amazing goal, your 8K. So I did a little mashup. I love to sing it for Shirley and all the ladies in the chat and all the men in the chat. And
Whenever you're ready.
I had to write it down because my support device is not supporting. It does this thing. Oh, it's working now. Holy cow. But it wasn't supporting me. Um maybe I can show Jessica while we're here, if you don't mind, how to do the playlist.
If you
It's
want, although she did say that she thinks she can figure it out.
okay, good. Because it'll take me a minute. So I'd rather figure it out and then come back and do like properly, instead of like taking up your time. So I wrote the lyrics down here if anybody wanted it to sing along, because I'd like either for you guys to either clap your hands because this is really difficult for me. I can't even sing it the way it's, but I really want to kind of sing it the way it's supposed to go. So if you guys want to sing along, the lyrics are here. It's "We Are Family," and I feel like this live stream, this place that the yogi has created, has become something almost like a family. I would like to do community slash family because sometimes you'll be looking for support. I say all the times if I call the crisis line and they say, "Do you have a support system?" and I'm like, society says it's supposed to be this, this, and this. But I found my support system in a non traditional way, and I'd like to celebrate that today. So here we go. Okay. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Come on now, everybody. We are family. Cheer me on, guys. I got all my brothers and sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Shirley, come on, Shirley and Cat. Everybody can see that we are together. And as we hold hands and walk on by, and we flock just like birds of a feather. I won't lie, no, I won't tell a lie. All the people around us, they say, can they really be that close? Can we? Can they really be that close? Listen, just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We're giving love in a family dose. Come on now, everybody. We are family. I've got all my sisters with me. Come on, everybody, sing with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Come on now, Trace. We are family. Eric Lapointe. We are family. Come on, everybody. Jessica and Skits. Come on, everybody. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Celebration to last throughout the year. So let's all celebrate and have a party. Let's celebrate. It's time to come together and celebrate. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? We're gonna celebrate the Yogi Reach AK. We're gonna celebrate the Yogi today. Let's celebrate the Yogi today. Let's celebrate. Cause one more time, guys. We are family. Come on, everybody, and sing. We are family. I've got all my brothers and sisters with me. All my brothers and sisters with me. All my brothers and sisters with me. I hope you like that, Shirley. That was hard, girl.
That was
I
one
was
of your
so
best.
off tune, but like I did my best. I hope you liked it. Thanks for like challenging me. That was fun.
One of your best by far. That was an awesome pick.
I
From
thought
Shirley.
Shirley picked a good one. The lyrics. Oh my god, I'm all about lyrics. And the lyrics were on point for this live stream. I just loved it. I thought everything. We are family. We're like brothers and sisters. Everybody can see that when we're together, when we hold hands and we're walking by, we're like the birds like flying, like birds of a feather. And they always ask, can these guys be that close? Is this for real? Listen, for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. Family dose. I love you, Yogi. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, my friend.
Look at that. She even gave me the bigger hand.
Yeah.
Excellent pick, Shirley. Sister Sledge, right? Or am I mistaken? MK Efficient. Marlon is here. Marlon, how are you? Shirley says yes. Go back all the way to the 1970s. Hey, Dolly. Dolly, nice to see you, my friend. Abigail's here. Hi, Abigail. It says MK Abrusis. Josh says, big question. Is this for the frying pans in the chat? Yes, it is. All of them. Jay says, meow. Hey, talking to you. Abigail says she's doing amazing. I'm glad to hear that, Abigail. Hey, Gypsy. Red Gypsy's here. Says, hey, y'all. And send some love. Appreciate that. Skit says, only hope is prayer. Send some love. Abigail says, love you, Phoenix. Hey, Chicken Academy. Ryan says, Abigail, let me mod our friend Ryan up. Has everyone reached out and subscribed to Ryan? Ryan says, well, not bad right now. Was crying and silently screaming earlier tonight. Sometimes the crying and even the screaming can help. Way of venting. You're getting that energy moving. Thank you, Dolly. Hey, Danny. Danny says, hello, Yogi in chat. Abigail says yes. Gypsy says hey to Annabelle. Let's see. Jessica said just sub. Thank you, Jessica. Anna says hi to the Chicken Academy. Eric Point says hey, Yogi in chat. What's up, Eric? How's your weekend going? Anna says hi to Eric. Thank you, Eric Point. Got some jewels. We got a bunch of jewels. Thanks so much. This is LP. Good day, bro. Sorry, I gotta pay a little attention to my cat. The reason I gotta pay a little attention to my cat is because my cat is telling me, hey, pay attention to me. Red Gypsy says a link to follow him. He's modded up. Oh well. Let's see. You should be able, if you follow over to those little dots on the right-hand side, if you click on those dots, you should be able to see an example. Or you should be able to click on those dots and see, go to the channel. Let me know if that works for you. I can't drop links because it would just come up back to my channel, unfortunately. Brian says hi. Abigail says I work out today. What did you do today, Abigail? You work out at home or did you go to the gym? Anna says I'm good, thank you. Chicken Academy. Eric's saying hi to everyone and anyone he ever missed. I don't think you ever miss people, Eric. Dolly says the point you already know. Abigail says dance. Oh, nice. We got some love from Toy Pups. Hey, Eric, the point. Did you hear Toy Pups sing Sister Sledge, We Are Family? Toy Pups says the point. What's up? What's up? Skid says, nice, Abigail. I was lazy today. Eric says he missed love. Gypsy says, I forget who I was supposed to follow. Edible was kicking in. It's legal here. Let's see. There's a lot of great people to follow. I think specifically, I was talking about Ryan. Edible says, thank you, Ryan. I've subbed back. Abigail says, hi, love puppy. Jay says, you missed my last message, Yogi. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, I've only realized it's Eric's, Eric Lepee. I've only just realized it's Eric Lepee. Lepees. Positive energy, all trees. I admire how you fit that in there, Jace. Eric Lepees. Eric Point says, I got nothing, love. Eric, one day I want to see you wing it. Totally unplanned, no prep time. I want to see you just come up and improvise. I want to see you pull a Toy Pups. Toy Pup says, come on, Eric, I don't accept that. Danny says, what are we talking about today? We've just been chit-chatting and catching up. Toy Pup sang a song. What would you like to talk about, Danny? We talked a little bit about working out. Didn't you say earlier this morning that you were going to go to the gym today? How was your workout? What did you do today, Danny? Zipper says number 4,518. Come in, your time's up. Brian says, Gypsy, I sub to your channel. Hey, if you sub, leave a comment on a short or video so that they can reach back to you. Eric Point is laughing with Squirrel Sniper. Dolly says, Danny, send some love. It says a bunch of wankers. Does that mean you want to sing a song, Skits? Well, Eric's point, you have a point there. Toy Pups is not improvising. She knows all these songs, but she can take a 2-minute, 13-second song and stretch it out to 19 minutes and 47 seconds without any trouble. That takes some serious skills. I did a live stream on a Tuesday once. I ended the live stream. I brought it back up. She was still singing the next day. That's how long she can improvise, Eric LaPointe. She didn't stop singing the entire time. Abigail says, I had fun singing, and we so much enjoyed having you come up, Abigail. Skit says, I can't sing well. Oh, yeah, it's late. I forgot. I will, but I got to find the right song. Eric Point says, true. Danny says, basically, I split the body into 3 segments and do 2 circuits for each segment. How many times a week do you do that, Danny? Abigail says, thank you so much. Thank you too, Abigail. It was a privilege and an honor to have you sing. Toy Pup says, you guys are so funny. I communicate through song. I always enjoy your improvising. You always weave a positive message in your improv. Tracy says, Toy Pups, God told me to ask you. And she responded. I knew she would. She says, Danny, that sounds very similar to what I do. Top, middle, and bottom. Abigail says, crying out that song. I remember. That was a powerful performance. Hey, Jace.
Hello there, little lamb.
Little. Look at that. Jeez.
Whoa, we're playing games.
Huge.
Saturday night. Still awake. What's this all about?
How was your day?
Today was amazing. What a good day.
Xena time workouts.
Yeah, I've done a couple of workouts. Obviously, Zena went swimming for nearly an hour. She absolutely loved it. And there was nearly 5,000 people for 45 minutes strong. Can't moan at that. Can you hear that noise?
Nope.
Come closer. Can you hear that noise?
What was?
It's the sound of love. Such a great sound. I think it went something like, only the yogi does his live streams every day. Only the yogi brings so much love and joy in many ways. Eric LaPointe's a chicken because he won't sing. He just needs to come up, do that thing called a wing. It's just yogi. Got to wing it. You got to be able to wing it.
Called out in song.
Well, it was done. It had to be done. Obviously, you did send me a message 5 minutes ago asking me to do this. It's not off my, don't shoot the messenger, please. Row,
My
row
fingers
your
are
boat
innocent.
gently down the stream. If you drive a tractor round, it's your time to sing. He's got to take some of the bait, surely.
I don't know.
If you can, if you can do burpees on a set of roller skates, backwards, upside down, after having like 14 beers in scorching weather, you can get up and sing just like an adverb song, just anything. You could even get up and go, well, you know, you make me wanna type.
Dance. Danny wants to know how to get up on the live stream, so I wanted to give him a message.
Danny,
Make
it's
me.
very, very simple. There's three little dots at the top right-hand corner of the screen. Click on those, and then you'll see the description. If you hold your finger on it, it highlights most of it. Then take the little left teardrop and move it up. Instead of it just giving you copy, paste, and share, it will then go to open. If you click on the open button, it will then take you into a little link and it will say join. That's you, you're in.
The
Happy,
point
happy now,
says.
Peter. Happy, happy. How many
How
times
many?
alive to prove himself? He doesn't. Just gets his abs out.
Do you have a precise
Anyway,
answer for that?
I have that.
And
Yes, I do. I do. I have one precise answer. Collab.
you and Eric the point.
I've been waiting a long time. Man's got himself super fit, super strong, and the old man's ready. Have you not seen how the beard's like come back? It's
I
now
did.
back to LP standards.
Now, in your defense, well, no, actually, in Eric the point's defense, I imagined Eric would just want to do burpees.
No one can just do burpees. That's fine. It's not a problem. I went to the
And
doctor's last week.
imagine he'd want to do them on rollerblades
Yeah,
with an
rollerblades might
axe.
be a bit of a might be a bit of a problem. JR,
With
yes, brother. I went to
with
the
an
doctor.
axe. Jason's lagging. Ended. There he is. He's back.
Okay, it died on me then. I just had the circle of death. It was like, oh, kicked me off. Anyway, went to the doctors and I've walked in. I said, I need to see the doctor desperately. I'm in some pain. She said, look, just take a seat. I says, I can't sit down. Anyway, so I stands waiting for about 10 minutes. Finally gets in to see the doctor and he says, undo your jacket. He looked and he says, doesn't look too good. You've got a bit of a strange shape sat there. I dropped my trousers and he says, you've got a steering wheel? Is that not a bit uncomfortable? I said, more than uncomfortable. He said, it's driving me nuts. 5 minutes. Much love, much kindness. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
You too, Jace.
What
Thank
are you
you.
doing tomorrow? 100 burpees?
As far as I know, just taking my walk.
100 burpees?
Send me a message in the morning.
Will do. Much love, much kindness. Everybody have a great weekend. What's left of it. Love you all. Bye.
Love you too. Danny says, can I come on, Yogi? Yep. If you want to come up, we do like 5-10 minutes. My point says I have more gray in my beard. Brian says he has to charge his iPad. Danny, are you coming up to sing a song? Gilbert says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Gilbert. Gilbert is on my most wanted to come up and sing list that I have. I know Gilbert's got something awesome just waiting to come out. Don't know what it is, but it's there. I think you guys sense it too. Let's see. Dolly says, oh my God. What's up, Dolly? Eric Point grinning at Gilbert. Anna says hi to Gilbert. Dolly says, I tried it and I know how to do it now. Awesome. Awesome. Brian is back. That was quick charging. Let's see. Flip Up says, please go, but the point needs courage. So to answer Eric Point's question, how many times has the guy got to go live to prove himself? The answer is 17, Eric. I don't make these numbers up. I'm just providing the information. The answer is 17. You have 15 more times. So he says, go but twice one day. You got to buy a lottery ticket. Hey, Colin says from Sister Mercy's Warehouse. Well, thank you. If you are from our friend Mercy Wareham, then you are a friend of ours, and we're going to mod you up. I hope you make some more friends while you're here. I am from Brazil. Can you teach me how to pronounce your name? Pollyanna? Did I get that right? It's pretty. Thank you for dropping the link, Toy Pups. 17 times. It's in the YouTube bylaws. Jace has seen them too. Pollyanna says, good evening. Isn't that a pretty name? I really hope I'm saying it right. Jessica says, Maddie. The Pups is speaking Portuguese. Toy Pups never ceases to surprise. Go what says Jace brother with a salute. Sampa says, Erica Point, I've just counted. You have 451.8 gray hairs on your beard. It's that 0.8 that really stands out. Helena says, hello, everyone. Hello, our new friend. We're all sending some love with you and to you. So as I mentioned before, not officially, not a party singer night like we had last night. However, the floor is always open for a song. If you want to read a poem, come on up. If there's a special passage, spiritual otherwise, that you find inspirational, come on up. If you want to demonstrate your Kung Fu, I know you guys know it. I know Eric Lapointe knows Kung Fu. Come on up and demonstrate your Kung Fu, Eric Lapointe. Put on your gi and come on up. Eric Lapointe says, everyone's been so funny on YouTube today. I think it's because it's a Saturday. Shirley says, Sniper, I do that. If I come up with random numbers, people think I know what I'm talking about. I find if I rub my chin, people think I know what I'm talking about. As long as they don't speak. As long as they just go, Flip says, I love communicating or communication. It's amazing once you find common ground. Sniper says, surely it's on Eric's name. Hey, come on up and do some Muay Thai. Eric Point says, I know Bullshitsu. Do you got a uniform for that? Why do I have this image of Eric Lapointe coming up in his pajamas and demonstrating his Bullshitsu? Poliana says, I watched your short video about love. Well, thank you so much. Oh, and you left a very kind comment. Thank you. That is much appreciated. We are subscribed to you. I am trying to, once a day, indefinitely to just come up and say that I love you. Jay says, Yogi, there are several martial art black belts in the community. No doubt. I'm a brown belt in judo. I participated in martial arts much of my life up until the age of 35, somewhere between 35 and 40. I never stuck with one thing to take it to that point of mastery. I just like doing a whole bunch of stuff. Trip Up says, oh my, we love the kata. Shirley says, Sniper, that sounds like when my brain hits the wall, but yours go on and on. Trip Up says, we love the martial arts. Sure. You can demonstrate some Muay Thai. So when Redeemer says, hey, Redeemer, brown belt. Yep, brown belt in judo. What says, Eric, you had me a second there. Flip Ups, yep, I remember you love mixed martial arts. Danny says he does MMA. Awesome. I've done a bit of Muay Thai before. Flip Up says it's pajamas and not a belt and headbands. I really want to see that. I don't think I've ever wanted to see anything more in the entirety of my life than Eric Lapointe in his pajamas wearing a headband demonstrating Oshitsu. That would be a viral moment. The end of my life, I'm on my deathbed. The people gather around me and say, your greatest wish wasn't enlightenment. Were you enlightened? Did you achieve enlightenment? And I would say no. And they'd said, did you help bring about world peace? And I would say no. They would say, did you at least accomplish all of your goals? And I would say no. And they said, well, what did you do? And I would say, I saw Eric Lapointe in pajamas and a headband demonstrating Bushitsu on my YouTube channel. And that is enough. I would die with a smile on my face. Think of this as my last request, Eric. He says, is he on a cell phone or his iPad? Dolly says, oh, everyone's kung fu fighting, fast as lightning. Dolly, do you want to come up and sing that song? Skid says, bro, one day I'm going to come up and have a virtual thumb war, but 3-0 against Papi Mami, so beware. Well, Skits, no offense. I don't think that's bragging. Just as I have to go. Now have a very good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Jessica. Love you, my friend. It says I have a black belt. It has a silver buckle. When I ran my first 100-mile race, when you get 100 miles, you get a buckle. And I was handed the buckle and walking back to the car with Mocha, and Mocha said, what are you ever going to do with a buckle? You don't own a belt. You don't have pants that actually have belt loops in them. What's the point? Which was an excellent point on her part. But the point was, I ran 100 miles. Flip Up says, I'm always the winner. Dolly says, Jace, great instructions. Yep, it helped Dolly, she said. Which is good news for me. So that might be a different, it's got to be the top link. I think you might be looking at 2 links. The bottom link is for if you want to join my channel. And the top one is for joining the stream. Toy Pup says that's so funny. I want to see that too. I think what we need more than anything is Eric LaPointe in pajamas and a headband, doing whatever he wants to do. I would love for him to come up and sing Kung Fu Fighting, inspired by Dolly, in pajamas and a headband. I honestly believe that is what the world needs. I think that is the only thing that stands between us and world peace. Eric LaPointe, are you telling me you don't want to help world peace? So now we get the song that Gilbert's going to sing. I would run 100 miles and I would run 100 more. I would do that song with you, Gilbert. I don't know if I can harmonize the way to do it, but I would do that song with you. That's funny, Sniper.
Yogi.
Danny, how are you? Nice to meet you, my friend, face to face.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Okay, so y'all want to see some Muay Thai, huh?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. I don't have a specific uniform or something like this, but what I can do is I can demonstrate. So Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs. So what I can demonstrate is that we do some strike with elbows. So we have a top elbow strike like this. We have an underhand elbow strike like this. We have an elbow strike like this. So in real time, and obviously also front elbow here and here. So we can do like this. Then we got the knee strikes. So we got strike here. We've got strike from the side. And we use a lot of that to block as well with, if somebody's doing a low kick, for example. So we're coming here, boom, and kicking through. So you would block here, or you would block here. But then you can block, and you can tap, and you can strike. So we would wrap behind the head like this, pull, and then knee. I do more of a Dutch style Muay Thai, so we use a lot more hands. Dutch Muay Thai is a combination out of Kyokushin karate, Muay Thai, and boxing. So the boxing is advantageous for hand striking, whereas the Thai Muay Thai is more of an exchange system. They stand here and they tap their foot and they will just exchange, whereas in Dutch Muay Thai is more of a boxing. So we have a strike kind of pattern where we come jab, cross, hook, and then from here we're coming with our low kick, and then a back elbow, for example. So it's more of a series of things.
Hey, Danny, is that what Bas Rutten practiced?
Yeah, absolutely. Bas Rutten and Raymond Decker. So Raymond Decker really did that and went over to Thailand for fighter to actually win it. So yeah,
Awesome. You
so
got space?
I'll do some more. I don't know. I mean, we can do some more movement pat here. So the closer I'm coming, the more I want to bring in, and I want to go into more of a shell up. Whereas from a distance, I can actually have my guard out here. So from here, we're into different things because of the 8 limbs. So we've got the range of the jab here, then cross. You always from the core. Okay, when people think of, how to punch, no. In order to generate power, you punch out of your hips and you rotate. That's where you get power from. And power, the formula for power is actually speed times force divided by time. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can generate force in the shortest time possible. In order to do that, you need to have a specific training regimen to do that.
Hey,
Sorry, is that
Danny?
getting too technical? I don't want to get too technical with you guys. Like, I don't want to bore you with.
No, not at all. Could you talk about the plum?
My diploma?
No, the plum, the head grab.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you're kind of coming into a head grab. So the first thing is, try to demonstrate it from the back here. You want to try to bring the head forward. So you're coming. First of all, you're coming with your arms close to right on the carotid arteries. Okay, you can already choke somebody out just by coming on here, and then you try to pull this in. You're putting one hand right behind the top of your head here, and the other hand here. And you try to bring the head forward. So you basically come in carotid arteries. You bring in one head here, and you're cupping, and then you're trying to break it down. So here you can actually control. So if I have you like this, then I can move you anywhere I want to. I can move you over here, and then that opens up knee strike from here, or I can move you down and get you into the face. So it's very self-defense oriented too. You have to remember Muay Thai originates from Muay Boran, and Muay Boran was those were the warriors that actually protected the elephant. So it's a very kind of let's say efficient martial art.
Right.
Yeah.
Great combined with ground fighting. Any what kind of ground fighting do you add in?
So BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the ground game would be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's probably the best for it. But wrestling is also important, I'm more of a stand-up fighter, to be honest with you, Yogi. I don't really do much ground because I think I have the strength to pull it off and I have the movement to pull it off. I don't want to take the fight to a ground, especially on the street. If you are defending yourself, you don't want to go down to the ground because if you have multiple attackers or you have other people, if you're going down to the ground in MMA, you can take it to the ground, and BJJ is very good for it. But I don't really have much of a BJJ background. But I'm more of a stand-up fighter.
Right. Man, that's awesome.
BJJ is very technical, Jace. You're absolutely right. But so is Muay Thai, and you have to really. You can't be in this. See, what I don't like about MMA is that you're not really an expert at anything. You're sort of like you're mixing a lot of different things, and a lot of these people don't have very good technique. Now, I really trained with some very good teachers, and they told me that you have to really decide if you want to be a ground fighter or if you want to be a stand-up fighter, and you can't really be good at both. Some people will disagree with that, but that's just what I believe in.
Hey, you know what I appreciate about you, Danny?
What's that?
You're a skilled martial artist, and you're a medical doctor. So,
Yes.
after you get in a fight,
look at this. I'm going to show you something. So just so you see that I'm not bullshitting, I actually got the Course in Miracles book. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
after you get in a fight, then you can mend someone. You're a doctor.
I guess I could, yeah, but I mean, you always want to try to avoid a fight if possible at all. And the reason why I did martial arts is really because I believe that as a male, you should be able to protect yourself and also your loved ones. And so I wanted to learn a martial art that it can help me to do that.
Man, and that was an awesome demonstration.
Oh, I mean, I've done it for several years, Yogi. I fought against fighters in the UFC, and so maybe I'll next time I can join when I'm at the gym and have a punching bag, and I can show you some real stuff. I mean, this was nothing.
Oh, definitely.
Well, thanks for having me, then, Yogi. I really appreciate you.
Sure. Can I ask you a couple more questions though about your medical background? What kind of doctor are you?
So I'm an emergency physician. I deal with basically anything from any organ system that is an emergency. So if we have a cardiology case that's like a cardiac arrest, we deal with it. If we have a pulmonary embolus in the pulmonary system, we deal with it. If we have a GI rupture, we deal with it. If we have an OBGYN, emergency delivery, we deal with it. If we have a major trauma, we deal with it. So we're trained in everything. Well, kind of what they say is emergency physicians are sort of, they're sort of like a Swiss Army knife. Yeah.
You guys saved my dad's life. He had a gallbladder ruptured, and it was an emergency physician on hand. My dad was 90. He was recovering from pneumonia, and they said he probably wouldn't survive. And a doctor, just like you, saved my dad's life and gave him an extra 4 years. Danny, thank you for what you do and for who you are.
Thank you, Yogi. I appreciate that. I mean, the truth is that it sucks when you don't, especially when you go to the parents and tell them that the kid died.
Right.
There isn't. Listen, the medical profession isn't anything like you see on television. It's not like ER. It's not like Grey's Anatomy or anything like that. So don't let people fool you. And there's a lot of heartbreak as well, you know. And it takes a lot of resilience and a lot of mental fortitude to be able to do the job. And I did medicine because I felt that God was calling me into it. Never wanted to be a doctor. My first profession was American football. I always wanted to play in the NFL, and unfortunately, I had a back injury, and that didn't work out for me. So I guess God had other plans for me, and that's the reason why.
Aside from the martial arts, this will be my last question. What do you do to keep yourself resilient and to keep yourself even keeled and to bring that to deal with the pressure that you're under?
That's a really good question.
Both.
Both. Okay. So from the mental side, I try to practice mindfulness. So there's a Harvard study actually or a Harvard program that was developed, which is a mindfulness-based program. And anybody mindfulness, you can learn how to deal with stress better. Believe it or not, my MMA fights, you're sparring, you're in a stress. You know, people who control their excitement, their excitation, will get gassed really fast. So doing MMA actually helps me mentally, that when the pressure is on, when there's a real emergency, to be able to react to it in a hopefully organized and efficient manner rather than panicking. The last thing you want to do when you have an emergency is like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? What do I do now? You know. So
Right.
You want to be cool and collected, which is difficult when you're under pressure. In order to do that, you have to be pressure tested. And so that means you have to do full contact sparring, because unless you are really ever challenged, you know, when people just go here and here a little bit, there isn't really any pressure testing. So you have to really learn how to pressure test. So that's what I do. I also try to train, now that I'm getting older, I try to train age appropriately. And so that means that there's a training hierarchy. The hierarchy would be that number one is health. Number two is performance, and then aesthetics are way at the bottom, because if you got the first two right, you will get the aesthetics eventually. But you know, bodybuilding and all these other things are doomed to failure, because it's basically like a nose that's not meant for breathing. So you
Right.
have a reverse kind of engineering approach, where actually training is about movement and movement is about health. And not the other way around, where you train for aesthetics, which is going to lead to sickness, it's going to lead to damaged joints, it's going to lead to other things that are not good. And so I try to train correctly. And if you want to, by the way, if anybody on the channel needs any help with training regimens or has any medical questions or something, I'd be happy to answer that as well. So.
Awesome. Danny, thank you so much.
Not a problem, sir. I really appreciate you, Yogi, and you are doing a great job of encouraging people. Love your channel, and I'd be happy to come on anytime you really need me, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too, my friend.
See ya.
Awesome. Awesome. Danny, you still here?
Yeah, how do I get out of here?
That's a good question. You did the same thing that I did. Jace wants to know if you want to do a session, if you want to do a workout session with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the easiest way to do it, Jace, would be to connect with you when I'm at the gym. And then I can show you how I work out, and you can kind of see if that's something that works for you, or if it doesn't work for you, then we can tailor something that would work for you.
Scroll said, Danny, light inside, it's very bright. So there should be a light or something to get out of here.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? I can turn that off. Sorry. Okay, let me do that. I don't know if I don't know. It's probably too dark now. Is it better if I stand here? I don't know. Can people see me better this way? It's I'm in Germany at the moment and it's dark outside. That's why I have the lights on.
Right.
So
Oh, I think he was talking about for getting out of the chat when you're ready.
okay. Okay, sorry, they didn't teach us at a medical school. So
Right.
let me see. The light. There's a light. There's no light. I've got like a circle. I got a microphone. I got like a camera, like some kind of pen, and some kind of figure with a background. That's what I have.
He says, hit the top X.
Oh, the top X. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. And then leave.
It worked. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, guys. There's an X at the top. Man, hey, Jace, I'd love to see a session with you and Danny. Boy, Danny looked fit, didn't he? Oh, not that kind of light. His light that I recognize. Gotcha. And Danny is out. Danny, thank you so much. Jace says Danny is a legend. Skit says legend, Danny. Dolly says yes. Jace, that would definitely be something. Hey, Danny, and I'm really interested in your progress with the course. Definitely keep me updated. Definitely keep Kat updated. Sorry, I missed some of the comments. It was an awesome little moment, guys. Seppa says, Jason the bags. I want to see. Danny says, I'm very happy to help in any way I can. Danny says, thank you so much. I think you inspired a lot of people with your talk, Danny. I think you helped a lot of people just coming up. Danny says, I'll keep you updated on my progress. Appreciate that. Jay says, Danny, I can do any workout session, bro. Just don't work me too hard. I'm old. Of Course in Miracles. Yep. Jay Toy Pup says, Danny, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Smarty Pants. Say hi to my cat. Jay says, Squirrel, I have good hands and feet. And Danny says, health is the most precious commodities we have, so doctors should promote it. You know, one of the tenets of A Course in Miracles is we teach by demonstrating. And Danny, you are certainly demonstrating very proficiently. Get some love from Toy Pups. I think the only way we could top off hanging out with Danny is Eric LaPointe in pajamas and a headband. Yep, I hope you, Danny and Jason, I hope you guys work out something pretty soon. Danny says, thank you, Yogi. I think I am just crazy. In the best possible way. Flip Ups is going live soon. Danny said, I want to see that. I think the entire world, I think that's what we need more than anything. Stitch is back. Welcome back, Stitch. Rima says, thanks again, Danny. Remedies and reminders, real life and encouraging. Thank you, Redeemer. Redeemer, it's nice to see you. It's been a few weeks, although I try to stay up with your videos as much as I'm able. I'm sorry, Stitch. Danny says, let's go, Eric. You still here, Eric? He might be putting his pajamas right now. What I'm worried about is Eric the Point saying, I'm going to come up, but I don't wear pajamas, which means we have to end the live stream immediately. Flip Up says, that's all we want to see. Now from Eric the Point, no more singing. If I'm not mistaken, no, Eric the Point actually has practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Shirley says, Yogi can be so funny. I'm glad you caught that, Shirley. Let's see. Bushka says, take care, Yogi. Thank you, Bushka. Sorry I did not give you a welcome when you came in, but I did notice you, my friend. Jay says, Danny, I've just connected. Maybe drop a short so others can leave a comment when connected. Danny says, thank you, chat. If anyone is interested in any health topics, please feel free to contact me. Such a generous offer, Danny. Temper says, I totally agree. My first responder is my tinctures cabinet. So I think we're going to wrap things up in just a few minutes. Danny says, okay, maybe we can do a short of us working out. So Danny, you do a lot of body weight stuff, or do you do mostly weights or a combination? I would imagine with your Muay Thai background, you do a lot of body weight stuff. Flip Up says, how can we contact you? Shirley says, 2 naps and early to bed, Yogi. Good. Yep. Early to bed. I've been up at 2:22 for the past few nights. She says, Danny, I can bring you up in my live, not a problem. Man, I think that would be a legendary core workout because Muay Thai with all the knees, the kicks, the elbows and as Danny was saying, all of the power comes from the core. Danny says, I actually do a lot of different things, but I do a lot of weight training. Hey, Danny, you do any kettlebell stuff? Hey, Runner Boy. 11:40 a.m. for Jace. I'm excited. Let's make this happen. Jace says, congratulations, Runner. Yep, Runner Boy is officially 4K, fully monetized, well deserved. Jace.
It's obviously pushing on towards that end time. Do you want to do a little one together?
What are we going to do?
You might know the words. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go.
Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
I really love you, but it's time to go.
Right, so it goes. We'll start that again. All you've got to do is ba-da-ba-da-bum in the middle
I don't know.
bits.
That's the hardest part.
Right. Good night, sweetheart. Yes, it's time to go.
Ba-dum-da-dum.
Good night, sweetheart. Yes, it's time to go.
Ba-da-da-dum.
Good night, sweetheart. Yes, I really must say Good night, sweetheart. Good night. You could have joined in with just that last little bit. That would work lovely. So we'll practice that again. And you never know. Maybe for a few of the next weekends coming up, just end on that little song. If we meow, stroke her for me.
Yep. Hey.
Yes.
You still here? Just double checking.
Yes.
Let's
Yep, still
definitely
here.
make it happen with you and Danny. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, core work. It'd be interesting to see just how strong Danny's core is. I think we're under no illusions. Muay Thai, it requires a lot of core, and as Danny demonstrated, everything comes from that pivot to get the power into the strikes, whether it be the legs, the knees, the fists. Another thing as well, it's a lot of cardio. Don't do that much bodyweight training. Mostly focused on power, hypertrophy, muscle building. Bodyweight exercises don't really target that well. Danny, are you sure that bodyweight exercises don't target muscle groups? Jace could show you something that probably might change your opinion. If you watch my videos from the last, I've only been training for a year. I've managed to get a bad little shape. Rep wise, 2000s on upper, middle, and bottom. Weighted single leg pistol squats. Could do all the levers. And most of that's come from just bodyweight exercises. And as most of the community will say, it's definitely achievable. With the introduction of a small amount of weight, I'm growing a lot quicker. Testament and thanks to a poor man's gym who introduced me to the dumbbells. But yes, we will have some good sessions. I'm 51, but most people say that I'm quite fit. Hopefully, I won't let you down. We'll have some good work.
Hey, can you do a flag?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. That's a lot of core too. People think it might be a lot of arms and stuff,
front
but
front lever's harder than flag.
awesome.
It's holding that straight position. It just you really got to just engage the core. Um, you obviously got to utilize your upper body strength, and you need that grip and that arm strength as well. The legs, they normally they hold themselves. Don't look over there. Yeah, run a boy. Yeah, oh, run a boy. You got me. 4 minutes. Salute to you. 51. You don't look a day over 50 in 364 days. I was like, yep, that's one of the yogi jokes. One of the yogis replies. Calisthenics build muscle better with weight and power. Guys low reps, which is a challenge with body weight. Yes, definitely. We'll do some good work. I also put a lot of plans together for different programs. So we'll utilize our brains and we should be able to achieve something special. Eric, 4 minutes 31. I'm out of here, bro. Go to bed. It's quarter to midnight. She's gone to bed already. She's already gone. Much love, much kindness. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Jace.
I'll see you for our 100 reps tomorrow. Love you.
Send me a message. Nothing definite yet, but send me a message for sure. Danny says, we'll do that, Jace. Awesome. Big thank you for Danny for coming up. Big thanks for Toy Pups for singing. Big Jace. Big thanks for Jace for coming up, for singing, for dropping some information, for being Jace. All right. With that, I think we'll wrap things up. Unless anyone has a last minute song they want to sing. And if not, we're going to say goodnight. Runner Boy says, Yogi, what's up, Runner Boy? Danny says, and a big thank you for Yogi. Thank you so much, Danny. Jay says, thanks for another great live. It was a great live. Man, I got lucky this weekend. We just strung together a whole lot of awesome stuff. Runner Boy says, Yogi, you don't look a day over 21,915 days. Probably the nicest thing that Runner Boy has ever said to me, which tells you a whole lot about the conversations Runner Boy has with me. And Danny says, good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Take care. I'm going to see everyone later, tomorrow, 5 a.m. I'll see you at Cats.